Hey guys, welcome, or if this is not your first time here, welcome back to Thrive and Peak. I am your host, Duke, and today I am covering what happened to the kid who wanted to be a superhero. And what I mean by that is, I feel like a lot of us growing up wanted to be superheroes. We idolized them. Look at the movies, and one of the most popular things in the last like 10 to 15 years. Now that we are adults and able to affect what goes on into the theater and so on and forth. But superheroes, they were superheroes. They were stars. They were heroic. They were selfless and just charitable and trying to help the everyday man and so on and so forth. But a lot of us as children, we idolize and kind of identified with those qualities of those people. And life has a way, especially growing up, life has a way to kind of water that side of us down every now and again. And so today's discussion is going to be what happened to the kid who wanted to be a superhero, right? And why that applies and why that happens, so on and so forth. Um, but yeah, so I'll tell you a short story. When I was 12, I had one of those. I think I was like I can't remember what grade I was in. I think maybe seventh or sixth. But I had one of those bookmarks that my friend at school, I think they were like cloths or something, but he was able to make like masks out of them. He used to cut them with scissors and stuff for me and make it like really cool and even a mouth so that you can talk and stuff like that. And we used to put them on and we kind of look like luchadors, coming to think about it now, like the wrestling with like the Spanish heritage. If you guys aren't familiar with luchadors, I'm not too familiar with, I know Rey Mysterio, 619, bro. But yeah, no, well, I don't even know if he's a luchador. Anyways, I'm getting lost in the argument. Um, no, so what I was saying was that I took that bookmark mask, that makeshift bookmark mask, one of those nights, and I snuck around my local area. I snuck around my city. I don't necessarily know what I was going to do if I encountered some shit. Like I don't think I would have been like, "Yo, put that down," or like something like that. I don't know, because then I would have got beat up because I'm 12. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. Unless whoever was doing it, if I caught somebody my age, watch out, you were getting the hands, bro. Best believe. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. We could have ran the ones though. But yeah, no, I did that, and I did that on one occasion, and something like I think I got scared or something like that, and then I went back home. But I was like, that was crazy, because also I was sneaking out, which was scary. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? But recently, I came up with this idea for this video, because I listen, especially recently, recent, rather than like the last 3 or 4 years, I got into listening to Mac Miller, and my favorite song by him, or one of my favorite songs by him, because I love 2009, but also Jet Fuel. And he opens it saying, "Used to want to be a superhero, fly around in the Cape catching bad guys." And he just talks about how life kind of conditioned him, and he just progressed in from where he's been as that, and then what he was when he wrote those that song. And I thought that was an interesting aspect, a way to look at life, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. And it kind of it really does bring fruition and light, and I just want to acknowledge that. What do you guys think about? Have you guys ever heard of someone um, heard of that or even thought about that? What do you think happens in life that it kind of dampers that down and so on and so forth? Do you think it's the bills? Do you think it's schoolwork? Do you think it's like, hey, you need to be here, need to be here? And we kind of approached me first synopsis. That's the best way to guarantee your safety. That's the best way to guarantee your success, is to think of me first. And that's not very super heroic. I don't think anyone is required to have that type of energy of, I need to put everyone first, um, and so on and so forth. But I do think that it's worth bringing up in conversation, right? Um, and really, it originates because I really wanted to help people. Really, I wanted to be able to extend that type of emotion of helping people. I wanted someone to feel helped by me. I wanted someone to feel safe because of me. And I don't necessarily know why I acquired that um, that desire. I know it came from a good place, and I see a lot of it in every single person, really. Every single person I interact with, on some level, they have someone that they want to protect on that deeper level. You know what I mean? Everyone's someone to somebody, right? That's what the saying is. And I'm just wondering, where does that come from? The type of the thing that says like, I'll take the hit, send me, or I'll carry it, I'll sacrifice, I'll make that sacrifice, I'll make the play. Where does that come from? Because some kids, we grow up idolizing heroes, right? And uh, they think it's their job to protect people, and I thought it was my job to protect people. That helped me. That was one of the reasons why I went to the Marine Corps straight after high school. Um, like that fire of being a superhero. Um, it transformed into Marine Corps, really, the military service, just trying to save and trying to help people as much as I could, and in a way to doing so that would fulfill, that would scratch that itch of mine. Of I feel like I did my part. I feel like I did enough. Um, I was just hoping, even the physical aspect of it, right? Um, just the thrill of it, really, and it feels great. Really, it feels fulfilling. I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose when I do that, and that's how Thrive and Peak came about. I kind of scratched my itch in a healthier way, um, in a way that I won't necessarily have to inflict harm to anyone. I hope I don't. Obviously, that's never my intention. Um, but in a way that I can help others, and in a way that I can feel like someone feels safe because of me, or someone feels heard because of me. Their perspective feels heard, and their point of view, and so on and so forth. Right? Um, it feels like validation, and it helped me realize like this is who I am, and so on and so forth. And my question for you guys is, what happened with your fire? Do you still have it? And if you do, how do you implement it? How do you implement it, and how do you maneuver around the world, and you feel like you implement it every day? Really, I use mine every day. I use mine with my kids, and I use mine with helping everyone I can see. And also, like I said, with Thrive and Peak. Thrive and Peak is one of my most proud proudest achievements, really. I've always wanted to do something like this. At least, I don't know about always, but at least, like I said, that's where it stems from. So I can honestly say I've always wanted to do something like this. Um, and sometimes, like I was saying, I'm just reading off my notes here, but I wonder, does trauma distort it as well? Like, you have that ideal of being a superhero, or wanting to help people, but then you live a little bit of life. You know what I'm saying? And with that comes trauma, unfortunately. But, and I don't mean to make trauma out of anything, but I'm just saying, it's very, you'll be very hard pressed to come across someone who does not have it. And I think it's worth I think it's worth to bring up. You can't save everyone until you save yourself. You know, and that's what I realized. The kid who wanted to patrol the block at midnight, he wasn't crazy. He wasn't stupid. He was just himself, and he came from a great place. And I just want to hear how you guys implement your story, and how you implement your fire of helping people. And even if you identify with wanting to be a superhero, you know. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thanks for listening the entire time and watching the entire video. I have a pretty exciting announcement later this fall. I'll be doing that in person at a local event in my city where the story originates from. So I'm very excited to do that, and I will see you guys on the next one. I've been Thane or Duke, whichever you prefer, and you have been great. Have a good one.